Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for a special Valentine's Day. Let me turn that down. Special Valentine's Day presentation of Field of Dreams baseball. On the screen, everyone can see the standings, and I'd like to just go over them for a second. Manchester leads the Earth Division by 2.5 games over Horse Feathers in the Wind. Chico's leads Cleveland by 2.5 games. T-ville is 1 game away from elimination. And with one Chico's win or one T-ville loss, they will be out of the race. In the Fire Division, Canada, 9.5 games ahead of Fred's. And Florence is already eliminated, so they're going to have a lot of fun, but they cannot win the Fire Division. Amazing 2.5 games ahead of Tampa Bay in the Water Division. And that race looks like it'll go on the longest because even the last place team has a 24 game elimination number. Anyway, those are the standings up to this point in the season. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do 7 days worth of games, and I am going to sim the first 6 days, and on day number 7 we'll pick a game that's the most relevant. I haven't chosen it yet to any one of these 4 races, and we'll play those. So let's go down to the schedule. 21st of August, Dallas at San Francisco. Dallas shuts out San Francisco 4-0. Denise the winner, Taylor the loser. Cleveland at Berlin. Cleveland defeats Berlin 6-2. Smith the winner, Halliday the loser. That puts Cleveland 2 games back of Chico's, and Berlin falls to 5.5 behind Manchester. Deerfield Beach at Amazing. Amazing wins 5-4. Madison the winner. And that is, as my eyes are deceiving me, Waits the loser. And Amazing now has a 3-game lead in the Water Division. Hagerstown at T-ville. T-ville loses 5-1. Hagerstown eliminates T-ville, and they can no longer win. They can no longer win the Win Division. Horse Feathers at Degens. Horse Feathers defeats Degens 9-2. Matheson the winner. Matsuzaka the loser. Horse Feathers 2 games behind Manchester. Mid-Michigan at Fred's. Fred's shut out by Mid-Michigan. Jackson the winner. Drysdale the loser. Fred's now 10 games back. Lehigh defeated by Manchester at Manchester 8-1. Ford the winner. McCormick the loser. Manchester regains their 2.5 game lead. Hadley Lake at Florence. Florence wins 4-1. Lee the winner. Cooper the loser. Des Moines at St. Pete. St. Pete wins 6-5 in 10 innings. Daniels the winner. Heft the loser. Chico's at Long Island. Chico's shuts out Long Island 1-0. Weimer the winner. Santana the loser. Chico's 2.5 games up. Cleveland at Berlin, game 2. Cleveland shuts out Berlin 6-0 and sweeps the doubleheader. Altruck the winner. Pizarro the loser. Cleveland back to 2 games back. Canada at Carpathian, and Canada defeats Carpathian 2-1. Caldwell the winner. Ewing the loser. And my team, Vegas, at home against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay defeats my team, Chesbrough the winner, 3-2 over Sabathia. We go on to the next day. Deerfield Beach at Amazing. Amazing wins 7-3. Hamill's the winner, Lee the loser. Mid-Michigan at Fred's. Fred's wins 5-2. Carlton the winner, Lopez the loser. Cleveland at Berlin. Berlin gets one game back, defeating Cleveland 3-2. Potter the winner, Eckersley the loser. Manchester at home against Lehigh. Manchester wins again 4-3. Terry the winner. Lanier the loser. Canada at Carpathian. Canada loses to Carpathian 6-5. Harper the winner. Newhauser the loser. Tampa Bay at Vegas. Vegas gets revenge 7-1 over Tampa Bay. Houston the winner. Linscomb the loser. Dallas defeats San Francisco 10-1. Tannehill over Musina. Hagerstown 20-2 over T-ville. I guess since T-ville was eliminated the last game, my guess is they didn't fight too hard for this one. I'm going to look at that box score here in a second, but I want to say hello to Big Clue. Yoko's in the house. David Lando, Dwayne Martz are all here. And Dwayne, here's the box score where you just defeated T-ville 20-2. 18 hits, 20 runs batted in. Warren Spahn was the winner. Nine-run first inning. You had a 12-0 lead after, I think it was 12-0. Had they scored yet? 12-1 lead after 2 innings. Wagner homered. Torrey homered. Cruz homered. And Altman homered. Okay, that's what that looks like. Horse feathers at Degens. Degens defeated Horse feathers 7-2. We'll go over the standings in a moment. Hadley Lake at Florence. 14-1. Hadley Lake defeats Florence. Hudson the winner. Proley, that's the name, the loser. St. Pete over Des Moines 2-1. Norris the winner in 18 innings. Forster the loser. And the final game of the day, Chico's defeats Long Island 4-2. Bowery the winner. Pascal the loser. So we have Chico's in first by 3 games. Manchester in first by 3.5. Amazing in first by 3.5. And Canada 9.5 ahead of Fred's. We go to the 23rd. Lehigh at Manchester. Manchester 5-1 over Lehigh. I think that's 3 in a row. Webb the winner. Nepper the loser. Deerfield Beach at Amazing. Amazing loses this one, though. 9-6. Deerfield Beach wins. Haynes the winner. Newsom the loser. Horse feathers at Degens. Horsefeather defeats Degens 5-3. Killian the winner. Beckett the loser. Mid-Michigan at Fred's. 10-7. Mid-Michigan defeats Fred's. Brolio the winner. Powell the loser. Cleveland at Berlin. Cleveland defeats Berlin 5-3. Berlin falls to 7.5 games back. Hadley Lake over Florence. Florence 5-4. Victors. Weathers the winner. Mingori the loser. Des Moines at St. Pete. 7-1 St. Pete. Johnson the winner. Hooten the loser. Canada at Carpathian. Carpathian defeats Canada for the second day in a row. Hahn the winner. Larry the loser. And the next game is the second game of a doubleheader. Manchester's been beaten up on Lehigh. Let's see what happens. And they continue the massacre 4-0 over Lehigh. Stafford the winner. Lowe the loser. And to Horsefeather's chagrin, Lehigh hasn't been able to do anything with Manchester. Tampa Bay at Vegas. Vegas shuts out Tampa Bay 2-0 for Jenkins the winner. Cheeseborough the loser. He's now 24-8. Dallas at San Francisco. San Francisco defeats Dallas 10-2. Canada, second game of a doubleheader. Let's see if Carpathian does something with it. They lose 7-3 to Canada. Okay, it's pretty tough to keep Canada down. They lead the league in hitting and pitching. It's a lethal combination, as you can see on the screen there. Batting average is .284, and the ERA leads the league at 3.08. So when you have the highest batting average and the lowest ERA. I think that means you win. T-ville lost 20-2, but come back to defeat Hagerstown 5-2 in the final game today. Chico's now leads Cleveland by 2.5. Manchester over Horsefeathers by 4 games. Amazing over Tampa Bay by 3.5. And Canada now has a double-digit 10-game lead. We go on to the 24th. Short schedule here on the 24th, a travel day for most teams. Dallas at D-Gens, however, is playing 3-1 D-Gens over Dallas. Rushell, the winner, Young, the loser. Canada at St. Pete. And St. Pete got shut out by Canada. J.R. Richards now 16-4. And Gromek, the loser for St. Pete. Chico's at Long Island. Chico's defeats Long Island 7-2. Briggs, the winner. Howell, the loser. And we look at Chico's now 3 games up on Cleveland. Canada 10.5 on Fred's. And D-Gens and Dallas don't make a difference. We go to the 25th. Full slate of games, including one doubleheader, and that's my team, Vegas. Hadley Lake at Vegas. D-Gens and at home against Dallas. D-Gens comes back to defeat Dallas 4-3. Joss, the winner, 21-7. Deneen, the loser. Horsefeathers at T-ville. Couldn't have an easier opponent. But T-ville defeats Horsefeathers in a major upset. Frazier, with only his 3rd win of the year, defeats Killian, who has 18 victories. Mid-Michigan at Florence. 6-4 Mid-Michigan. Bunning, the winner. Raffensperger, the loser. Canada at St. Pete again. And St. Pete managed a run, but that's not enough. Trout, the winner. He's 26th win. Bedard, the loser. He's yet to win this year. 7-1 Canada. Fred's at home against Tampa Bay. This is a good matchup. And Tampa Bay defeats Fred's. Cheeseboro, the winner, 25-8. Blue, the loser. If I'm not mistaken, Cheeseboro was traded to Tampa Bay by Fred's, and he exacts his revenge today. Cleveland at Long Island. Long Island wins 7-6. Jenks, the winner. Stanley, the loser. Lehigh and Berlin. Berlin comes back to defeat Lehigh 5-3 in 11 innings. Kramer, the winner. Miller, the loser. Amazing at home against Des Moines 5-2. Amazing. Denny, the winner. Barber, the loser. Chico's at Manchester. A battle of first place teams. Chico's shuts out Manchester 3-0. Brown, the winner. 15-game winner. And Whitey Ford, the loser. First game of a double-header, Hadley Lake at Vegas. Hadley Lake destroys Vegas 11-2. Waddell, the winner. Sabathia, the loser. Deerfield Beach at Carpathian. 6-3 Deerfield Beach. Valverde, the winner. Tuculvey, the loser. Hagerstown at San Francisco. Hagerstown squeaks by San Francisco 2-1 in 10 innings. Negro, the winner. Nichols, the loser. And in the second game of a doubleheader at Vegas, Vegas comes back to split the day with Hadley Lake 6-3. Thornton, the winner, and Cooper, the loser. We go on to the 26th. And just let me check the games on the 27th. I just want to make sure there is something good there we want to see. Yeah, there is. Okay. 26, Dallas at D-Gens. D-Gens wins 3-2. Masusaka's 14th win. Tannehill, the loser. Deerfield Beach at Carpathian. 13-4. Deerfield Beach crushes Carpathian. Waits, the winner. Ewing, the loser. Hagerstown at San Francisco. Hagerstown shuts out San Francisco 3-0. McWilliams, the winner. Taylor, the loser. Horsefeathers at T-ville. Horsefeathers returns the favor, shuts out T-ville 5-0. Matheson, the winner. Hernandez, the loser. Mid-Michigan at Florence. 2 teams going nowhere. Florence wins 3-1. Canada at St. Pete. What a surprise. Canada wins 9-1. Newhouser, the winner. Daniels, the loser. Tampa Bay at Fred's. Tampa Bay defeats Freds again. Koufax the winner, Drysdale the loser, and that's an interesting matchup. I don't believe you ever saw a matchup in baseball that was Koufax versus Drysdale. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And I'd like to say, check the chat here, and Buckshot checks in for this special Valentine's Day YouTube broadcast. Cleveland at Long Island, 5-4 Cleveland faced the winner in 13 innings over Lehigh in Berlin. Will Lehigh break out of their slump? They do not. Berlin wins 5-4 in 13 innings. Town the winner. Wade the loser. Des Moines at Amazing. Des Moines defeats Amazing 4-2. Baker the winner. Christensen the loser. Chico's at Manchester, which will be the game I think we'll play tomorrow, but let's see what they do today. Manchester shuts out Chico's 6-0. Ford the winner. Seaver the loser. And the last game today, Hadley Lake versus Vegas. Vegas defeats Hadley Lake 8-4, having the winner Henley the loser. Roger Maris hits his 40th home run. And we go to the last day of this week's schedule. Dallas at T-ville. Dallas wins 8-4. Young the winner, Johnson the loser. Des Moines at Amazing. Des Moines loses 3-2 to Amazing. Berry the winner. Walters the loser. Even though we're going to do this out of order, I'm going to skip Chico's at Manchester. Skip right over that. Go to Hagerstown at San Francisco, who Hagerstown loses to San Francisco 13-8. Bay the winner. Spawn the loser. Mid-Michigan and Florence, 6-2 Mid-Michigan. Verlander the winner. Volquez the loser. Tampa Bay at Freds. Freds loses again. Freds on a short losing streak, 3-2 to Tampa Bay. Cheeseborough the winner in 15 innings. Does that mean he went 15 innings? Let's check the box score. He went 15 innings. You don't see that very often. Cleveland at Long Island. Long Island defeats Cleveland 6-3. Berlin at Lehigh. Can Lehigh break out of its slump? They do. They defeat Berlin 5-2. Lanier the winner, Pizarro the loser. Prior to getting to Chico's in Manchester, let's review the standings. Chico's in first place, 3.5 ahead of Cleveland. Manchester, 4 games ahead of Horse Feathers. This makes this Chico's Manchester game important to both Chico's and Horse Feathers. Berlin, 7.5 back. Amazing, 2.5 ahead of Tampa Bay. And Canada, 13 games up. If there was ever a race that was over, that's it. My team, Vegas, 19 games back at 75 wins and 52 losses. There's only 2 other than the 2 teams ahead of me, Cannon and Freds. There's only 2 other teams in the league with 3 other teams in the league. Manchester, Horse Feathers, and Chico's. I like that. I hope I lose some more. Anyway, let's go to Manchester for Chico's at Manchester. Let's play the game. Legends stops by. Thank you for coming by to say hello, Legends. Always appreciate a visit from you, and I am looking forward to that game Friday night. If anyone here is listening who hasn't heard yet, his NFL project begins Friday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll be there. I hope you join me. Okay, let's get the lineups. We've got Gaylord Perry against Weimer. Weimer's a lefty. Is there a lefty lineup here? I don't see it. Perry's a righty. Is there a righty lineup here? I don't see it. We're going to go down to the field for the game. Chico Bail Bonds at Manchester. Your input is not complete. Okay, sorry. Now it is. Welcome to Yankee Stadium for today's game between Chico's and Manchester. Manchester has won 8 of the last 10. Jack Weimer starts for Chico's. He's made 26 starts on the year, is 14-8 with an ERA of 3.65. His third start against Manchester, he's 1-0 with a 3.32 ERA against Manchester. He'll be opposed by Gaylord Perry for Manchester. He's made 27 starts on the year, is 11-8 with an ERA of 3.34. His second start against Chico's, it's 82 degrees, wind speed 6 miles an hour, in from left field. And let's go down to this beautiful Yankee Stadium, courtesy of Mike Silva. The lineup for Chico's: Sternweiss at second, Rose at third, batting second, Navarro catching, batting third, Johnson, the DH, batting fourth, Etten at first, batting fifth, Lindell in center, batting sixth, Guerrero in right, batting seventh, Foster batting eighth in left, Concepcion batting ninth at shortstop. In the outfield, Quentin, Mantle, Bradley in the outfield for Manchester. Infield, Keltner, Smith, Kinsler, Euclid, Howard catching. We don't have a picture of Howard. Let's first of all, we'll fix this. Whoops, we can't do that from here. Let's go up here. Sorry. Manchester. Well, I have to wait. Sternweiss at bat. How about if I do that? Will that do it? No. Okay. Enough of fooling around. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss hits a dribbler in front of the mound. Howard throws to Kinsler covering. It was a bunt attempt. He is out, one down. Now I can go to Manchester's roster. And I go to roster tools, player photos. Whoops, what happened? I thought it got the photos. Oh, I love this game. Elston Howard. There we go. We now have Elston Howard. Pete Rose steps into the batter's box. Here's Perry's pitch. He struck him out. First strikeout for Perry. Navarro stepping in. He's hitting .311, 3 home runs, 41 runs batted in. There's a ground ball in the hole, but Keltner gets to it. To Euclid for the out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. Chico's nothing, and Red Bulls come into bat. Batting order for Manchester: Bradley in right field, batting first. Kinsler at second, batting second. Howard, the catcher, batting third. Mantle in center, batting fourth. Carlos Quentin in left, batting fifth. Musial, the DH, sixth. Euclid at first. Seventh, Keltner at third. Eighth, and Ozzie Smith batting ninth, where he belongs, and playing shortstop. Weimer pitches to Bradley. He struck him out. Weimer looks in, gets the sign. Ian Kinsler stepping to the plate with a .257 average, 11 home runs, 46 runs batted in. Here's the fly ball to the left. Foster going into the corner. He's going back. He's looking up. He can't get the ball. It is off the left field wall. Kinsler goes into second, standing with a double. And the first hit of the game, Ian Kinsler's 33rd double. Weimer now to face Elston Howard, 322 hitter, 16 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Weimer checks Kinsler at second, throws. And Howard goes down on strikes as Mickey Mantle hitting 308, 32 home runs, 101 runs batted in. He's batting from the right side against the lefty. Here's the pitch. And he hits a bounding ball to Rose at third. He's up with it. Mantle's fast, but he isn't fast enough as he is thrown out to end the inning. At the end of one, there's no score. There's my water as we go to the top of the second. Johnson, Etten, and Lindell up. Bob Johnson, 248 hitter, 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Here's Perry's pitch. Fly ball to right center field. Backing up is Bradley. He's backing up and he puts it away right in front of the track for the out. Nick Etten, 308, 11 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Perry throws. He hits the ball up the middle. Perry stabs it, throws to first for the easy out. 2 up, 2 down as Johnny Lindell comes to the plate, batting .292. A lofty 24 home runs and 86 runs batted in. He hits a long fly ball to right center field. Bradley has a beat on this one, puts it away. In deep right center, we go to the bottom of the second, no score. Weimer here in the bottom of the second will face Kenton, Musial, and Euclid. Carlos Quinton, 239, 18 home runs, 52 runs batted in. There's a line drive. Concepcion puts it away for the out. Wasn't hit particularly hard, but it was right at him. Weimer to face Navarro. Base hit in the center field. Musial. As I glance at the wrong name. Stan Musial is a threat to steal at first base. Musial, who had a terrible first half, is picking up here in this second half. His average is up to 268, and he has 17 home runs with 60 runs batted in. So he's made a comeback. Euclid, 280 hitter, 19 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Musial at first. Here's the pitch. Euclid hits a ground ball to Rose. He's up with it. It's going to go to second for one. Sternweiss to first, and there is a double play. We go to the top of the third. Chicos will send Guerrero, Foster, and Concepcion. Guerrero, 253 on the season, 16 home runs, 65 runs batted in. If there's one thing these two teams have, are a lot of home run hitters. Perry's pitch. Guerrero hits the third ball in a row for the team to right field, and Bradley puts it away. George Foster, 248, 25 home runs, 88 runs batted in. Line drive into left field. Quentin picks it up just before it hits the ground. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the third, ninth batter, Dave Concepcion, 213. We do not have a home run hitter here. 6 home runs, 30 runs batted in. He hits a bounding ball. The Euclid backhands it, goes to the bag himself for the out. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still no score in the game. Bottom of the order, Keltner, Smith, and the top of the order, Bradley, to face Weimer. Keltner, 249, 7 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Weimer's pitch. There is a soft line drive into left field over Concepcion's head. Foster picks it up, throws it in. Keltner is on first base with a base hit. Ozzie Smith, 229, 1 home run, 37 runs batted in, steps to the plate. Keltner at first. Weimer checks him. There he goes. There's a ground ball to short. Concepcion has got to go to first as Keltner was off with the pitch and a hit and run. They got him for the out, however. Keltner goes to second, and he is in scoring position for Milton Bradley, the top of the order. Bradley, his first time up, struck out. Here's Weimer's pitch. And the second time up, he strikes out. Kinsler doubled, I believe, his first time up. Off the wall down the left field line. Here's the pitch. And he goes down for the fourth strikeout. We go to the top of the fourth. No score. Sternweiss, Rose, and Navarro to face Gaylord Perry. Ground ball is short. Youkilis up with it. Takes it to the bag himself. The first and third baseman were playing in, looking for some sort of bunt, but they got the ground ball, one down. Pete Rose, 280 hitter, 2 home runs, 66 runs batted in. He goes down swinging for the second strikeout of the game for Gaylord Perry. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Navarro hitting .310. Coming to the plate, he grounded to third his first time up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Past Perry. Ozzie Smith up with it. Throws to Youkilis. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We have a tie score, 0-0. Bottom of the inning, we have the heart of the order, Howard Mantle and Carlos Quentin due up. Howard struck out his first time up. Here's Weimer's pitch. He walks this time, however. He's on first. If memory serves me right, he's not much of a base-stealing threat. Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle grounded to third his first time up. Here's Weimer's pitch. That ball's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to get into center field. Howard's going to hold up at second base as Lindell gets the ball into the infield quickly. However, Manchester has runners on first and second. With nobody out, Weimer's in a little trouble. Carlos Quentin coming to bat. He lined to short his first time up. Here's the pitch. Weimer buckles down, gets the first out of the inning. Stan Musial, who singled his first time up, batting .268. Musial, a tough guy to double up. Let's see what happens. Weimer checks the runners, gets his sign. Here's the pitch to Musial. He's going to hit a ground ball to Sternweiss at second to short for one. Well, I put the kiss of death on Stan Musial as he hits on a double play to end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. No score. Indian Bob Johnson leads off for Chico's, followed by Etna and Lindell. Gaylord Perry gets the sign. Johnson, his first time up today, flied to deep right center field. He's going to hit a ground ball in the left for a clean single. Carlos Quentin picks it up, tosses it back to the infield, and Johnson's on first base with a base hit. Nick Etton comes to the plate, batting from the left side. He grounded to the pitcher's first time up. Here's Perry's pitch. Fly ball into center field. Mantle hardly has to move. He puts it away for the out. Johnson retreats back in. Mantle throws to Kinsler. 1 out, 1 on. Gaylord Perry now to face Lindell, who flied deep to right center field his last time up. And he strikes out. Strikeout number 3 for Gaylord Perry. 2 down now. Runner still at first as Vladimir Guerrero coming to the plate. He's on an 8-game hitting streak. Perry throws. Line drive deep in the right field. Bradley backing up, and he puts it away for the out. What a catch. That, my friends, was a great catch, even though the computer didn't tell me it was a great catch. I'll call it a great catch. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, still no score. Euclid, Keltner, Smith due up to face Weimer. Weimer so far today pitched 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 walk, and has struck out 5 batters. Euclid's coming up. He grounded to third his first time up. He hits it there again. Rose scoops it up. Long throw to first. Kevin Euclid is out. 1 down. Bottom of the fifth. Keltner single to left center his first time. Weimer throws. And he goes down for Weimer's 6th strikeout of the game. 2 down now, bottom of the fifth. Stepping to the plate, Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith grounded to short. Ball gets away. It's a foul ball. Let's do it again. Ozzie Smith walks, and he trots down to first base. He is a threat to steal as Milton Bradley, top of the order, comes to the plate, batting .264. Struck out both times today. Here's Weimer's pitch, throws to first. He picked him off. The inning is over. What a way to end an inning as Ozzie Smith is picked off first base. We go to the top of the 6th. No score in this game. Here in the 6th inning, we have Foster Concepcion on the top of the order for Chicos. Foster hitting .248. Line to left his first time up. Here's Perry's pitch. Fly ball to left this time. Quinton going back in front of the warning track, puts it away for the out. Perry today, in this game, has pitched 5 1/3 innings of 1 hit balls, struck out 3, and has walked no one. Dave Concepcion, .213 hitter, grounded to first his first time up. Here's Perry's pitch. And he's going to hit a little dribbler. Barehanded by Ozzie Smith, throws to first to get a speedy Davey Concepcion for the second out. Gaylord Perry to face Stuffy Sternweiss, .270 hitter. He had bunted to the catcher and grounded to first. Perry's pitch. Ground ball in the left field, base hit. We've seen that before. Quentin throws the ball in. Sternweiss, the stolen base leader in the league, on first base. Gaylord Perry now will face Pete Rose. Sternweiss has 55 steals on the season. Pete Rose has struck out twice in this game. He's hitting .279. Throw to first. Unlike Smith, Sternweiss gets back. Here's the pitch to Rose. It's a throw down to second. Sternweiss gets his 56th stolen base. Runner now in scoring position for Chicos. Rose, a base hit, will certainly bring in a run. Here's the pitch. There is a bounding ball to Kinsler at second to Euclid. Inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and no score. Someone might think this is a dead ball game the way this one's running, but it's 2 beautifully pitched games. Bradley, Kinsler, and Howard due up. Bradley, the top of the order, has struck out twice. He hits a ground ball. Weimer picks it up, throws to first. He's safe. He beats it out. Infield hit. Runner on first. Nobody out. Bradley takes his lead. Kinsler steps to the plate. He doubled off the wall. He struck out. .258 on the season. Bradley takes his lead. Here's the pitch. That ball is bunted in front of home plate. Throws to Sternweis covering. The sacrifice works. Bradley goes to second. I normally would not want a guy like Kinsler to bunt, but let's face it, the runner's in scoring position, and the computer made the call. Howard, 321 hitter. In today's game, he's struck out and walked. He's got a runner in scoring position. Weimer throws to Howard. He hits a ground ball up the middle in the center field. Lindell's got it. Will Bradley try to go home? He will not. He stays at third base as Lindell charged that ball like an infielder, picked it up, and Bradley would have thrown to Navarro to get Bradley by a long way if he had tried to score. Weimer now to face Mickey Mantle. Runners on first and third, threatening to score. He's grounded out to third and grounded a single up the middle. Weimer checks the runners and throws. There's a ground ball right back to the mound. They're going to throw to second for one. There's not going to be a throw for a double play. And unbelievably, Milton Bradley stays on third base. I've watched a lot of ball games in my day, and I have not seen too many games where there was a ground ball back to the mound where he threw to second base and the runner on third did not break for home. However, we still have a 0-0 game. 2 outs, runners on first and third still. Carlos Quinton, 237 hitter on the day, lined to short and struck out. Weimer's pitch. He struck him out, and he bared down to get him. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and I can't believe it, but we're still tied at 0-0. Perry with he doesn't have 7 strikeouts. He has 3 strikeouts. Has 6 innings, allowed 2 hits. A flaw in the game where that number 7 stays on after the last pitcher got his strikeout and the sides changed. Small flaw, nothing that I would complain about, but it would be nice if it would disappear when it's supposed to. Navarro hitting 309. Grounded out twice today. Here's Perry's pitch. There's a ground ball right at Youkilis. Couple of steps over, steps on the bag, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Indian Bob Johnson batting .250 on the season. He has flied out and singled. Ground ball in the hole. Keltner up with it. Long throw to first. He's going to get him. 2 up, 2 down, top of the 7th. Perry to face Etten. Etten 306. He's grounded to the pitcher and flied out to right center field. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Perry scoops it up backhanded, throws to Youkilis. He's got him for the out. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, there's no score in this pitcher's duel. Weimer threw 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, struck out 7. He's walked 2. Stepping into the batter's box, Stan Musial today is lined to single and grounded to second. That was a double play, I believe. And he hits a slow ground ball. The short. Concepcion's up with it. I don't think they're going to beat him. The throw to first, Musial's speed makes him safe. He couldn't outrun the double play, but he outran that little ground ball, and he is on first with a single. 7th hit of the game for the Red Bolts. Youkilis steps in, batting .279. He's grounded to third twice today. Here's the pitch. He struck him out every time one of these pitchers, whether it be Perry and Weimer, need a strikeout. They seem to be able to reach back and get one out. Runner on first. Keltner stepping into the batter's box, 251. Singled in the third, struck out in the fifth. Weimer checks Musial at first. There he goes. There is a ground ball to shortstop. Concepcion up with it. Keltner's going to beat this one out. He is out. No, he isn't going to beat it out. I can't predict those plays, but chalkboard sure looked like he was going to beat it out. What a play by Concepcion and Etten. Great stretch by the first baseman. Musial on second. 2 away, however, but Musial is in scoring position, and he represents the go-ahead run. Ozzie Smith stepping into the batter's box. Ozzie Smith, 229 on the season, grounded to short and walked. Musial takes his lead. Weimer checks on him. He throws. Fly ball into left field, going towards the line, into the corner. George Foster is not going to get it. It's off the wall. Stan Musial's going to score, and the light-hitting Ozzie Smith has doubled to knock in the first run of the game. It's only his 6th double of the year. He's got 102 hits on the season. Only 13 of them are for extra bases. However, that one counts. It's 1-0 Red Bolts. Ozzie Smith, a speedy runner. Milton Bradley, the top of the order. Bradley hitting .266. Struck out twice, and then finally singled his last time up. Here's the pitch. He hits him because Weimer was not happy, and somebody was injured. We don't know yet, but it is Milton Bradley, but he stays in the game. Good news. Kinsler up, runners on first and second. Kinsler doubled, struck out, and had a sacrifice bunt. 258. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away from Navarro. On to third goes Ozzie Smith. On to second goes Milton Bradley. That is a wild pitch, according to the official scorekeeper. Things look a little tight right now as this 3-0 count on 3-0 count on Kinsler. Runners are in scoring position. With an out, they get out of the inning. With a base hit, they all of a sudden have a 3-0 lead. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Etten's got it, steps on the bag. The inning is over. Red Bolts squeeze out a run here in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 1-0 Red Bolts. Here we go. Lindell, Guerrero, and Foster due up. Lindell, 24 home runs, 86 runs batted in. Today, he has flied to deep right center and struck out. Here's Perry's pitch. There's a long ball deep to center field. Mantle backing up. He is got it just in front of the monuments there in center field. 1 down. Guerrero. Vladimir hitting .252 on the season. He's got an 8-game hitting streak on the line. He's flied to right, and he flied to right field again down the line. Here's Perry's pitch. Ground ball to third. Keltner backhands it over to Euclid for the out. 2 down, top of the 8th. George Foster, 25 home runs, 247 average. On the day, he's lined to left and flied to left. The pitch. Ground ball, that's going to be foul. Perry with 99 pitches is showing a red sign. He is tired. 2-2 count to George Foster. Nobody on. Perry into his windup. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Mantle picks it up. Throws it into Smith. Foster at first represents the tying run as Davy Concepcion steps up, batting .212. In the game today, he's grounded a first, grounded a short. Perry still in there, glances over at first, and Raleigh Fingers is going to come in to pitch. Raleigh Fingers on the season, 23 appearances, 38 innings. He is got a record of 3 wins, no losses, and 7 saves. Runner on first, Fingers to face Concepcion. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding ball to Ozzie Smith. He's going to throw to first, going to retire. Concepcion would go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Red Bolts hold a slim 1-0 lead over Chico's. Bottom of the inning, Howard, Mantle, and Quentin due up. Howard, 323 on the season. In the game today, he struck out, he's walked, and he grounded a single. The pitch by Weimer, ground ball up the middle, base hit. Could have been a line drive. Let's see what the smashed to center field, base hit. Well, it only says smashed. We don't know what it is, so I'll go with my original call as Mickey Mantle hitting 309 comes to the plate, grounded to third, grounded a single, and grounded to the pitcher in his 3 times at bat. Howard at first, the pitch. If that's a bunt, I'll fall over. He's out at first. Howard goes to second. It's a bunt. I think the AI is blowing a fuse. If somebody gave Mickey Mantle a bunt sign, Mantle would punch him in the mouth when he got back to the bench. Anyway, just my opinion as Carlos Quentin steps up hitting 236. I can't believe Mantle bunted. Line to short, struck out twice. There is a runner in scoring position. If Quentin singles and knocks in this insurance run, I'll apologize to the AI. Fly ball, left field. Foster under it. It's over his head. Well, it's a double. I'm not going to apologize. I would have apologized if it was a single. It is now 2-0. It's Quentin's 8th double of the year. Based on the chalkboard, it certainly looked like Foster was going to catch it. He didn't move. Maybe he lost it in the sun. That's it. He lost it in the sun. It's a night game. Weimer now to face Musial, 2 for 3 on the day. Line to single, grounded to second, and then had beat out an infield hit his last time up. His average still at 269. Here's the pitch. He's going to be intentionally walked. And Euclid is going to come to the plate. He's 0 for 3, 278 on the season. 2-0 Red Bolts. Weimer's pitch. Fly ball to center field. Will this one fool me? Let's see what Lindell does. He puts it away for the out, 2 down. He gets the ball in. The runners have to get back to their bases. Still on first and second. However, there's 2 outs. And Ken Keltner stepping in, hitting 250. He singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th, and grounded to short in the 7th. Here's Weimer's pitch. It's a pop-up. That will come down eventually. Navarro put it away. It was foul. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Red Bolts have a 2-0 lead. Here we go. Top of the order. If Chico's is going to do it, they're going to do it now. Stuffy, 271 hitter. On the day he bunted, he was out. He grounded at first, and then he got one of the 3 Chico's hits. The pitch by Fingers, he strikes him out. Pete Rose 0 for 3 on the day, 278 on the season. Here's Fingers' pitch. There's a Ground ball to second. Kinsler to Euclid for the second out. Chico's bail bonds down to their final out. Navarro, the catcher, stepping in. 308. He's grounded out 3 times. He's grounded out 3 times today. Fingers rubbing the ball up. Steps back on the mound. Gets his sign. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball right to Keltner at third. Over to first. This should end the game. Yugos puts it away for the out. And the Red Bolts defeat Chico's bail bonds 2-0. 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Manchester. Chico's, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Chico's. Let's go to the box score. Manchester now 81-47, Chico's 76-53. No sense in looking at Chico's side. 2 hits for Howard, 2 hits for Musial, and just 2 RBIs. Weimer pitches at all 8 innings, allows 10 hits, 2 runs. Both of them are earned. Struck out 8, walked 3. He was the losing pitcher. He's 14-9. Gaylord Perry now 12-8. He went 7 2/3 innings, allowing 3 hits, no runs, struck out 3, walked no one. Raleigh Fingers with his 8th save of the season. And we go to the standings to review it after this week on this Valentine's Day presentation. Manchester now has a 4.5 game lead over Horse Feathers as they expanded their lead as the week was played out. Chico's 3 games over Cleveland. That's about where they were when the week started. Canada 13 games up on Fred's, and Canada pulled away. Deerfield Beach has also been eliminated along with Florence, so we have 3 teams that cannot make the playoffs. And amazing, 2.5 ahead of Tampa Bay. That's basically where we were at when the day started. Anyway, here we go. This is the end of the broadcast. I will zip this file up and post the injuries, and I will post the file and the standings when this game is over. I want to thank everybody for stopping by here on Thanksgiving, on Valentine's Day. I hope everyone has a wonderful day today and they enjoy the rest of their evening, and we'll catch you next time. Have a nice evening, everybody.